Select your hero.
Justice reigns from above!
Embrace me!
This will heal you. 10 seconds.
Cannot die! It's hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is once again time for match number 2 of the Bronze to Platinum Epic scrimmages, being hosted by none other than Mr. Compton EMT of the HSA. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm right here behind the golden mic of the HSA, joined by Mr. Sailor Nips. Sailor, where you at, brother?
I am right here. And I just want to thank every single one of you guys being here. Mechanified with 100 biddies, giving Greg some 100 biddies. Guys, if we do a hype train up in here, I will go absolutely insane because that's what this spectacle deserves. It has been such a hard work effort from all of us, not just Streaker and CompTNT and myself, every single one of you guys. Thank you guys so much. And I am excited to see this. This is it, Streak. This is your team. And I told you in the break, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, all right, man. It looks like our brackets are getting updated right now. We'll be switching to those shortly, I imagine, as you can take a look and see. After our first round, Infinity versus Nightmare, Team Infinity showing off the Infinity Stones, everything working exactly the way that it should. And I believe, what was the quote? Everything in balance, as it should be. Absolutely phenomenal plays by Team Infinity there. Tough fight for Team Nightmare there. Very difficult as we go in to the next round here. Team Pandas versus Team Wrath. Now, as I have said previously, okay, now I've got 2 very close friends on Team Wrath here. I do. I have 2 phenomenal close friends. Both Jonesy and McCann are real life close friends of mine. I have seen Cyril, Demonax, Sen Poppy, and LA Kings Dave. I have seen them all play, and they are all very good. That team is very cohesive. They have a very powerful chance of being able to push here. But like I've said, I'm behind Team Pandas. I believe that that Mr. Pyle Hensley has put together a team of intelligent individuals who can shift, who can adapt, and who can find the correct answer to solve the problem in front of them. They have pieces that aren't just one piece. It's not just, I'm good at this one thing, I can do this one thing, I'm only going to do this one thing. You have an entire team of people who can shift and adapt to whatever the situation is. So I'm going to be very excited to see this matchup. It's not that I don't want my friends on Wrath to win. It's that I would very much love for the Pandas to make me correct, but you never know what will happen.
Streaker doesn't want to take those shots or go ahead and drink those beers, but we're going to go ahead and show you guys the matchups right now. And Streaker loves going for the underdog here. And I will tell you that just what is in front of you right now, Team Pandas does have good talent. They have good players. Cheesebum was the #1 pick in the draft. He's probably the best healer that we have into the Bronze to Plat platform. Twizzle is also a Moira. We'll see what the bans are. And we got Mercy, Anna, and Anna, Bastion, and Roadhog. So, you know, Twizzle will be able to play that Moira. So I'm excited to see what's gonna go on in here, but with what I was alluding to off of the air is that for Team Wrath, you have Demonax, which you know what he's gonna bring you. He's gonna bring you that Plat DPS and Poppy, Plat tank. They all have identities. LA Kings Dave, Plat tank as well, and Mechanified is gonna give you, it looks like she can't give you that pocket, she can't give you her favorite player, she can't do that, Streaker. The position that you taught her very well to do, she can't bring that. So what is she going to bring? What are we going to see? Are you going to keep it a secret? Like, what is Mechanified gonna bring up?
You know, in the days leading to Epic 10, Mechanified did talk to me. She actually asked if she could come by and just sit and talk, and we ran some strategies with a couple of different characters. And I just kind of showed her some of the ins and outs of some of the other characters, some of the things that can be done, and some of the strategies that they're valuable in. You know, and it was not so much just like I didn't really have time to go through with that person about maps and strategies and everything. We talked very briefly about some of the strategies, but I at least wanted to give her an insight into some of the things that she was going to see and how you can position these characters in places of power so that you're not just falling behind your old team. And you know, that to me was kind of very valuable. I think you'll be surprised by her play here. I really do feel like like Wrath has a very powerful chance here. Obviously, as far as power rankings go, you have a lot more power on the side of Wrath than you have on the Pandas, but I'm not letting go of my hope and my dream here. I really believe that Pandas can pull it together. I think Pyle has an intelligent group of people, and I think he can make this work.
Yeah, most definitely. And we see in the chat asking how to join the Bronze to Plat. I think we have a command up. Exclamation point B2P is how you join. We are expanding. It's called Bronze to Platinum for a reason, because we are all different shapes and forms within the game itself. And you know what's really interesting here is that, you know what, one team says, hey, you're not going to have the Mercy pocket. The other team says, hey, Cheese Bum, you're not going to have Ana. It's not happening. We're not going to have your best player. So their #1 draft pick, banning Ana, is absolutely big plays from Pyle Hensley. Maybe I'm mistaken, because maybe your gut feeling, whatever's telling you your gut feeling, Shriek, is going to come true, because that is a big play thinking to get the #1 pick off of his best character.
Well, that's what I'm hoping. It looks like we're getting the map set up here. Characters are being chosen. Not surprised to see some of the choices here, and this is kind of what I was hoping for. You have obviously Jonesy coming out on that DPS. I knew that would happen. Of course, Sen Poppy on that Rhine. Demonax picking up his, you know, his very notable Reaper. with obviously on the other side, Pyle picking up that McCree, Twizzle coming in on his Moira, and Yellow Kids taking on the mantle of the Reinhardt. So here we go, first engagement up on the upper level. Send Poppy already being able to push up with the shield from there, and you'll notice Team Panda's kind of waiting, not letting any of that damage come in too hot. Popping shields already, lots of damage coming out here. Send Poppy swinging away. They should be able to capitalize on that, have not been able to thus far. 2 falling with the charge indoors, and oh, a very fast first engagement for
what a great tank play right there, and Demon Axe coming in to sweep it up. I think that LA Kings Dave and Zen Poppy are gonna be a force to be reckoned with during this match for sure.
And absolutely, and something that you'll notice there is Pandas really did wait it out correctly. They waited for the right moment to come out. They just weren't able to capitalize on that Send Poppy that was just up in their teeth the whole time. So you already see that Flame Strike coming through. Prey knocking Send Poppy away. Lots of damage could come out here. That was a great throw in there. Send Poppy, however, already on the ult, gets stunned up above. But Demon Axe taking out Cheese Bum with Jonesy felling Prey. And it looks like that is going to be a reinforce once again. Now, something I want you to notice about that last one, you have already seen both Reinhardts. Both Reinhardts have run out their shatters here, and Twizzle now is going to be the next person to have an ult online. Twizzle has been throwing in a bunch of damage, and he is going to have that coming out here. Demon Axe will most likely get into his ult here, but it will be after they are able to go through. Oh no!
Demon Axe is a sly one, taking out Pyle Hensley right away. They're gonna have to back up. They're gonna have to regroup here, which is huge.
Absolutely gonna be a back. They need to focus that Demon Axe down. However, taking out. Had they been able to take that Demon Axe, that would have made it a 5v5. Very, very good.
And that's kind of like the heavy rugby play. You have to take advantage of that. Demon Axe is a very aggressive player. It looks like LA Kings Davis and Poppy are very aggressive as well. And I am sorry to say, but I don't even think your Pandas are going to get a point.
Caught the Demon Axe in the back line. That's going to stagger it into a 5v4. The Moira ult keeping them up through the void. They are going to have to push out here. No, they're going to have to start to move forward. The hammer comes down.
What's up, Poppy?
Pyle Hensley with the triple. Yellow Kids popped it up. Half Death pushes forward. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Pandas on the point. Let's go.
They say, shut up, Nips. We're going to go ahead and touch it. And that was a great ult by Pyle Hensley, especially evading the shatter when his whole entire team was down. And everybody from the Team Wrath was like, let's go get it. But Pyle Hensley says, no, 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 not yet.
That was a phenomenal opener by Prey, taking out Demon Axe in the back line, catching that one, being able to open it up as a 5v6, and stunning it again. Pyle coming down, dropping McCann. Twizzle looking onto Demon Axe. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, it's just going. Oh, man.
Oh, Panda's working as a team. This is making me smile. This is really making me smile. This is great.
I'm just telling you, maybe you should call your CO and let him know you're going to be late to muster, bro, because it looks like you're going to be drinking with the way they're playing right now.
You know what? You know what? With Team Pandas really close with their ults, it's kind of looking that way, but I'm not losing hope for Team Wrath here. And Team Pandas flipping a switch here.
Absolutely. And keep in mind, we have 3 ults that are going to be online for this fight for Pandas, with only 2 possible ults online for Wrath. So Twizzle already bringing that out, dropping Send Poppy to the ground. Cyril backing it up with his own Coalescence, trying to get Demon Axe back up. Is Demon Axe up there on top of the point, trying to rain down some damage, trying to stagger the Pandas to get them to break up just a little bit. Going uncontested up there on that upper level. Demon Axe just doing a lot of work, making it very difficult. However, Wrath as a team, there it is. There's the ult that they needed to begin, and a counter ult on the other side, but Demon Axe finding the reign of justice. Now Jonesy lighting up his ult, tired of being off the point, coming back. Pyle Hensley trying to bring it back. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to force an overtime play. 3, 2, and 1. Wow, 100% to 99. Oh man,
I was sweating there for a second. My bridges were a little sweaty, but you know, it's just right there. Paul Hensley did have a chance. He did try to go the high noon, try to take as many people out. I think if he did that a second earlier, he might have got 3 of them and then maybe contested a little bit more. That is what Bronze the Plat is all about. That was awesome. That was great. That shut me up. I was so stunned. I was so stunned because I practiced with Pandas earlier today, and I was just like, I was telling straight, I don't know, man. I don't know. They got a lot of flex players, but
look at the picks that are coming out now. Team Wrath going with the same trusted thing they know, going with the same team build. Okay, we can do this. We came back, we won that fight, we used our ults intelligently, but now look exactly what I said was going to happen on Pandas. They've already switched up their composition. Hey guys, that didn't work. That caused us to fall right there at the end. We got to switch, we got to make some team adjustments. Let's bring this back. So here we are back on the point once again, already ults ticking up, and you'll notice the tanks are at the top of that ult pool with Twizzle just leading away and just keeping that team alive. Fantastic work by the Twiz.
yeah, I can't believe they didn't ban Moira here because Twizzle is playing really great. And Poppy taking out Cheese Bomb Jones, he taking out Pyle. It looks like they
to pray. This is totally even here. 4v5 on the point. Nobody going down. Twiz just doing what he does. Send Poppy getting a little bit ballsy. Yellow card fall. Tap Def takes down LA King's Dave, but Red finally able to clean up a great point engagement.
He does have the kahunas. Kind of a wasted ult there by Skyroll. You would like to see him save that convalescence, especially for this next fight that's about to occur. But Poppy, just the Earth Shatter, says Twizzle, you're going to pop your convalescence? You're going to do that? You're making my team look kind of bad? I'm going to go ahead and get you. But Prey really close to his tire. I'm ready to see that.
Absolutely. And I mean, you'll notice that there are going to be probably 3 to 4 ults that will likely come online for both teams here. However, it looks like Pandas will get theirs first. The chase down on the tire does find Cyril. That is going to cripple them just slightly. Jonesy coming in is able to find Kyle Hensley, but it is not enough as they're getting pushed back here. And Yellow just swinging away, pushing them back with the driving force that will stagger the Rhine out for that next engagement. We're going to see some points go on board.
Oh, man, if they could pick off the soldier right there and then make him wait even longer, that would have been absolutely awesome. But great ult usage there from Cheese Bum and Yellow Kid just swinging away. They got to do something a little bit different here. You know, you have 3 ults, actually about to be 4 by McCann, and there it is, the Zenyatta play.
Absolutely, and this could be a big turning factor. There's going to be no support ults online for this fight for the Pandas. They do have 2 tank ults, but they'll have to be very careful about the timing here. So already, it looks like Wrath coming out with the Void. Counter Void is up. Who's going to get more out of it? Demon Axe finds it. We do see the slam come out from Yellow Card, does manage to land the charge. However, 4v4 on the point right now. There's the Moira ult that we needed. Start melting down that Send Poppy. He is down, ladies and gentlemen. Panda's gonna pick it up. Let's go. They're gonna hold that.
Wow. This has just been such a great turnaround to see. It's literally making me smile so wide right now because the way that Yellow Kids and Prey, all these guys, like Cheese Bum is the vocal leader on this team right now, and I am so proud of these guys. Good job. Keep it up.
Absolutely, absolutely. We did see a lot of ults come out there from Wrath, so they're going to be a little bit debilitated as you're going to get probably 1, maybe 2 ults coming online on the other side for Pandas. So Send Poppy and Cyril going to have to work together, land that shatter, activate that, and then get on to the point. All right, Tire going out now from Wrath, tries to find it, does take down Cyril. That's going to take away a healer for that push to the point. Cheese Bum being very aggressive, keeping Send Poppy off of the point, will not let him touch. The slam comes down, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Shatter Dome. Is it going to be enough?
You got to touch it, you got to touch it.
Finds Yellow Card, he's going to the point. Jonesy takes down Twizzle. LA Kings finds Yellow Card. They just got to take down these last 2. There it is. We are going to see 1 more.
As much as
ladies and gentlemen, Wrath was tired of waiting, and here we go.
As much as I like Yellow Card on Ocean Avenue, his name is Yellow Kids, and he's been playing phenomenal for Team Panda phenomenal. But this kind of looks like last game. Am I right? Like Pandas had a chance to win it. They are gonna get 2, maybe 3 ults here. Are they gonna squeeze it? Are they gonna squeeze it out here?
I don't know. I like this upper level play though. They're going to jump down on the upper deck, not take the long route, not going to give them any chance to build ults. Immediately, Twizzle burning up that Moira ult, staying, even though they had to stay inside of that void. 4 going down very, very quickly here. And that's going to have to be a re-engage for the Pandas, despite a very good initial aggression there. That void coming out from LA King's Dave was just too damaging. Even with Twizzle being able to coalescence to keep his team alive during the grab, it was not enough to keep them alive after it, as you saw the charge. And then, of course, Jonesy following up with the visor to just clean up the team there. So
I do like the technique going back up there.
Trying to force it. He is on the point. Here comes the overtime. Pyle still alive, by the way. Doing a great job of keeping him healed there. Yellow Kid's already down, though. Senpapi showing off that aggression. Half Dead Orc really needs to bring it in. McCann keeping your team alive. None of that damage is going to be relevant, unfortunately. Ladies and gentlemen, what a phenomenal second game. The Panthers putting it right there again. Oh, man.
From both teams, guys, if you see my face right now, I am just in utter shock. Team Pandas played really great here. We're going to see the Paul Hensley squad, I do believe, play of the game. Great awareness here from Paul Hensley. He drops it out. The Shatter comes in. Something a little bit better. We're going to go ahead and take this point. We're going to go ahead and totally flip the game upside down. Great plays from both teams. I do like the technique that Team Pandas did there, from going from the top, not coming straight down the middle. But can we talk about the counters from Team Rat there, from the Zenyatta? Oh, how did you teach her to do that? She popped it perfectly. Mechanified popped it perfectly. Saw Poppy Shatter didn't do anything. Was like, okay, I need to pop this right now to solidify my team winning this fight. And it was absolutely in the clutch moments. You got to teach your Pandas how to be clutch, my man, because Wrath is oh my goodness,
man. That they could have clutched any harder than they did right there. There were some absolutely phenomenal plays on both teams. In the chat, I did see it mentioned several times that there were some nasty shatters. Like I said, this was the Shatter Dome. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Shatter Dome. It was back and forth. It was fantastic to see Yellow big shatters. It was, I mean, obviously, Senpapi, well known for his big shatter game. And one of the things I just want to let you know, Senpapi was definitely paying attention to the callouts from Zenyatta. If you go back and you run this back, he's very latent of where that Discord orb is at all times and whether to put his shield up and get back or whether to just push on whatever that target is in front of him. And I think that was a lot of what was happening, is there was just, as he would engage on that frontline crew, that Discord was right there adding that damage. The Pandas really didn't do anything wrong. The only thing is that they got caught a couple of times in some big ults, those massive shatters that were coming down, and several grabs. There were several grabs where they got grabbed as an entire team. But as a whole, phenomenal games, well played by both teams. I want to tell you, I don't think I saw very many errors. It was just a phenomenal showing of strength by both teams.
And you are right. I think there was errors early games by Pandas, but whoever the shot caller is, and it's 110% cheese bum, they changed their ways. They literally adapted to what was happening, what Wrath was putting on them. They're like, we got to do something. We got to do something now. And they did it. They did it now and then, and it totally changed the game and made the game really close. Both games kind of went that way, where Pandas was kind of like, okay, what do we need to do? Okay, this is what we need to do. They did that. So absolutely great. Just great plays from both teams. I'm really excited for this next one and to see how Demon X was playing out of his mind, but I did love the plays from Paul Hensley and Cheese Bum and Twizzle. They were doing great. I think both sides, I am speechless right now. Holy cano. I did not expect this from Pandas. I did not. And I'm really excited. I am really happy that I'm seeing what I'm seeing from Pandas right now. It's great.
Hey, I don't want to say I told you so, but somebody has to. So I will let you know. We're just waiting on the ready ups from the team captains here. As soon as the team captains give us a ready ups, it looks like we'll be going into our next match. You know, I'm a little bit worried here, and the only reason why I'm worried is because Nepal is just one of those maps that is just so difficult. And I know we're going into Nepal on the next map. I feel, however, I feel as though this would be a better play space for Pyle and the group. As you saw, when there was plenty of space, the Pandas were really able to keep that space. They created space and they kept it. The difficulty that became is that once Wrath closed that gap, Wrath played a little bit better in the close range aspect of things. So anytime the Pandas were a little bit more at ease and had that space that they could create to move around, to use their ults, to be in safe spaces, they were doing really good. But when Wrath would close that gap and get up close, you've got that, you know, you obviously you have that big Zen ult that McCann brought out, just denying all the damage.
My gosh, perfect.
You have, you know, Jonesy, who is just more than comfortable getting up and close. Demon Axe, comfortable up and close. Send Poppy, comfortable up and close. And that Discord just coming out and being so devastating. So, I mean, great job right there. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, we switched. Yeah, we're
yeah,
switching
Temple of Anubis
here.
now.
We are Temple of Anubis, and we did get a sub in for Twizzle, which had a pretty good game. I did see some, and here's the thing, right? For Bronze the Plat, we are the commentators. Doesn't mean that we're gods at the game. I'm not a god at the game. I'm a gold player. And same thing from Streaker. You know, we just like to improve everybody. If you got something to say, like, I don't know how many times Compton or Streaker or Cheese Bum or whoever's gotta say, hey, Nips, you gotta be here. I'm cool with that. But what I saw from Twizzle there, especially from a newer player, literally picking up the game a couple weeks ago, I would like to see better ult usage. And I feel like that's why they brought Lucian King in. You know, Lucian King, Streaker, and solid player, solid healer. So I don't know if that's what it is, if that's the ingredient that will help him to take it to the next level, to come in clutch, because then Poppy and LA King's Dave were playing great, and Demon Axe, DPS, but that mechanified ult, oh my goodness. Just...
Well, to be fair, Twizzle was charging his ult so incredibly quickly, and half of the reason why it's so incredibly effective those massive heals. Like I said, in the very first round that you saw there, you saw both of the Reinhardts light off shatters fairly early. The very next person to get an ult was Twizzle, and he kept it that way pretty much the whole time. Every time that they went into a major fight, he had a coalescence on deck, which helped them survive that initial grav. Unfortunately, as soon as the grav ended, there wasn't enough healing left because they had already collapsed on top of the Pandas. And, you know, that was one of the things. Like I said, they didn't have enough space to move around, get their groove, and move forward. They had a lot of that in up close, in their face, front range damage. So looks like we're going to be going into Temple of Anubis here. Once again, it seems like Temple of Anubis is a favorite.
Yeah, it sure is. And to break it to you kind of softly here, with this map pick, I feel like Control is more a Panda style, so I'm gonna give the edge to Team Wrath here, even though that Yellow Kids is playing absolutely great. I am so loving Yellow Kid's tank. I loved his Ryan the last time, so I'm excited to see this match. I hope Pandas just shuts me up and just shoves it down Wrath's throat, but we will see on this lovely map of Temple of Anubis. Tell us about this map again, Streaker.
Well, I don't know too much about the map. What I do know is that the pyramid right here, one of the fantastic pyramids here in Egypt, having been retrofitted by Vishkar, ladies and gentlemen, your energy future of the world. Vishkar for all your energy needs. Thank you for that. Little PSA there. Anyway, this is one of those difficult maps that I hate playing in Anubis. I really do. Anytime this map spawns up, I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna get stuck on a team who's gonna go and sit right in the choke point, not do anything. We're never gonna move forward. We're never gonna push. Everybody's just gonna collapse, or we're gonna get stuck in a room and get shot down. This is one of those maps where you kind of have to shoehorn your team through, pick a door, and get it done. Or if you have the team to do it, and believe me, Compton and I have done this multiple times, a relevant team build is Sigma Rhine, and to just throw shields up with a Lucio and just push straight through the middle, under the bridge, and go straight to the point. Don't even bother going around. And we've been able to pull it off multiple times, but we'll see what happens here. Looks like they're coming up on the right side again. I always feel like this right side is a trap. Already you see lots of damage coming into Pandas, as you can just look at the percentage on the ult charge there and tell that Sen Poppy is just stacking away.
What is Paul Hensley doing there? You have to go with the team there. You have to go to the left. You getting caught like that puts you at a huge disadvantage. And don't sleep on Demon Axe's Junkrat here. He is going to definitely take advantage of this. And they got to back up. They got to hide in that corner. They got to hope that they don't take too much damage here so Paul can rejoin the group.
They are going to have to stay alive, and that is going to be the difficult part. Yellow Kid's cycling his shield really, really well here, and I like to see that kind of a cycle. He's taking into the corners intelligently. He's not keeping his shield up too long. He's not just letting him crack it. Losing prey right there will be a little bit dangerous, but if they're able to move forward, Yellow Kids does catch Jonesy. That's going to open it up. It is a, what, a 2v3 right now? But it's not going to be enough, I don't think. He won't be able to take all that heat.
No.
Well, that regardless, that was fantastic play by the Pandas. Even losing one early, being and having Yellow Kid cycling his shield up in the front was fantastic. Unfortunately, he is playing against Sen Poppy, who is equally cycling his shield. But if you look at the percentages now between the two, you'll see that there was a lot of gap in ult charge closed by the Pandas in that room by just playing intelligently and not trying to force their way through the door. So you're going to see some ults coming online now. Lucian obviously is going to be ready. Half Def should have his ready in this next fight as well. Unfortunately, Cyril, Demon Axe, and Sen Poppy will all have theirs. This will be a 3v2 ult fight. So they are going to have to play very smart and get ready for some of the hurt. Yellow Kid does not get it. He needs to move in there. He wasn't getting a call from the team. They need to be a little bit more latent than that.
Can he get someone with this tire? Here he comes. He's going to take down Paul Hensley, and Cheese Bomb wasn't ready for it. They're looking everywhere for it. Takes him down. I told you the Demon Axe's Junkrat is very sneaky. And here we go. They're just going to squish him right here. Demon Axe is taking down Lucian King, and Demon Axe's Junkrat just showing that it's deadly, and Sickerel takes down Prey, and now you have to regroup here. But what I really like to see, what I really liked seeing there, Streaker, and you can go ahead and talk about this real quick, is that the 2 times before, Paul Hensley went off on his own and didn't go as a team. So what was that? What was that?
I do not know.
What was that? Oh, here we go. Great ult.
Oh, catching 4 in that gravitic flux with the tire coming out in the back with the triple kill. That's going to give Pandas reason to move. They just created the space they need to move on forward. Wow.
They use so much ults there, though. They use 3 to 4 ults, but so did Team Wrath, but they still got 2.
I want to say this. You will notice that Lucian King was the first one to have his ult online, still has it as of this moment in time. Didn't see a need to use it, didn't burn it. As a matter of fact, with Yellow Kid coming out and just throwing a shatter onto the ground, maybe to confuse them or maybe scare them back, I'm not really sure, or maybe just accidentally hitting Q, which is really what it looked like.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the confusion was enough to put or at least to get them confident enough to stand in a ball to allow that gravitic flux to come out, and get that tire into the back line there. That was fantastic. However, Lucian getting caught by the bomb there, and McCann as well. This will be a 5v5 if they choose to engage. However, LA Kings Dave and Sen Poppy with it. No.
Demon Axe taking down 2 with that tire. Now they're kind of stuck here. It looks like Yellow Kids is in big trouble. And you know,
yeah, I see, and there's no reason to have your shield up here. You should just die. The longer you live, the more difficult it makes on your team.
And that's what he accepted. I think Cheese Bum said, just die, just die, just die. So now you have 2 ults here coming from Pandas, and you're gonna have almost 3 here from Team Wrath. And what I really liked from that combination, that grab in the tire, that was so well together. That's a weird combination, but it worked.
Well, and I want you to notice something. Pandas already noticing a problem, already seeing a chance to switch, making those intelligent switches like I said they would. No movement yet on the side of Wrath. Wrath sticking with the same composition. That really does empower Pandas to make those intelligent moves, show off their flexibilities, and really make the intelligent pushes here. So we are going to have one DPS and one support ult coming in for the Pandas, with two tank ults for Wrath. So
and 3 with Kim coming up.
However,
you have to
attack. Back up there. You cannot push onto the point with a Zenyatta walking around like that. Pyle Hensley falling, not able to get it down. Cheese Bum as well for V6. This is where you just run in and die, especially against a fully charged team. See if he can get out here. However, I somehow doubt it. They are giving full chase here. He is going to be able to jump jet. Gets D-Mech. This is no good. That is absolutely never what you want to see there. Adding way too much time to his respawn now. 5 players already respawned by the time that he died. Would have been better to just go ahead and dive through.
Yep. They will have 3 ults here, though, compared to, well, it's going to be 3 against 3. But I feel like with Team Pandas, they have the upper hand with the more aggressive ult. So we'll see how they use it.
And you're starting to see Wrath turtle up now a little. They're starting to play deep behind the shield. They're not being as ballsy as they were. They're noticing the changes that the Pandas are making. They know that they have 3 ults online. They're going to be very aware of that. They're going to have 3 ults of their own, but 1 tank, 1 DPS, and 1 support. So here comes the Tire now, looking for an answer. Does find Demon Axe. That's going to give them the point almost immediately. Huge Shatter comes out. Welcome to the Shatter Dome, boys and girls. Lucian King does find Jones, the LA Kings Dave on the prey. Dueling Moiras on the Coalescence now, forced off of the point. However, Half Death Fork still trying to get there, dumping bullets down onto the top. LA Kings Dave finds Yellow Kid. Unfortunately, it looks like that is going to shut down that push.
Oh my goodness.
The final push, though, that could have gone any direction.
Striker, what great defense there by Team Wrath. Pandas trying their hardest, faking, trying to go to the left side, and then trying to take it straight down the middle. It was a great technique. It was a great try, but I don't think they'll get here in time, and I feel like Team Wrath, someone is on point.
Yes, sir.
But it's not going to
flying
for long.
Over the point, trying to buy the time. Great job by Pyle Hensley there. Did buy Half Death Orc enough time to get into his ult. Sadly, not enough time to deploy it. So great work there by Pyle getting into that back line. Wonderful job.
What a great match we're having. I loved right there, Team Pandas came in there, was trying to push the envelope, was trying to kind of scare Team Wrath there with all the ults being used, and it looked like it was going to go to Team Pandas. I had my wide eyes out, but then the LA Kings came, Dave ult with Zarya, and then the Zimpapi Fatty Shatty. It was just Team Wrath is coming in clutch, man. It's like the Eminem song, man. They got ice in their veins, blood in their I think that's Lil Wayne, blood in their eyes, but wow. Can't
I
say
like
enough.
You said they have blood in their veins. I mean, I should hope so. I would hope so.
That's a Lil Wayne song. Ice in their veins, blood in their eyes. It's a Lil Wayne song.
I guess you gotta sneak them in where you can, sir. Not a terrible thing. Not a terrible thing.
I do like how, especially in the bronze platform that we have right now, I do like how you said that they're so versatile. Team Panda is so versatile because look right now, they switched it up completely. And Team Wrath's kind of the same.
Yeah, and that's why I said I believe truly that Pandas has the ability to just make you question where you're at, because they can find the right answers and they can bring you answers, and they will. So we're gonna see how well that goes down here.
They're going
to the cancer going on.
Going to the
right.
right.
Torbjorn already on the jump. Half Death Orc is gonna have. Yeah, he was gonna have to be careful there. He dove in very, very deep without a support there, and so that was kind of a dangerous play. Already Team Wrath up on the upper, looking down, trying to find the correct answer here. Putting some damage onto Cheese Bum, having to burn the lamp to stay alive to get himself onto the lower level to keep healing his team.
Takes down McKin from the background, but it's not looking good for Team Pandas when Jonesy and Demonax just do that. And it looks like they're going to take the first point pretty easily here. Great
I don't know.
play.
There's only one on the point, and they just dropped the one on the point. They've been playing back fairly deep. However, Senpapi does find prey with a very, very well-timed and well-aimed flame strike. They were able to take some more seconds off the clock there, but it will not be enough as Senpapi already charging up to the choke point alone. I would call that and jump that.
You know what? That looks kind of like a streaker play. Did you teach Senpapi a little bit? That's very aggressive, you know? Very confident play there by Senpapi, trying to push the envelope nice and quick. And they're trying to end this right here, right now. And Senpapi with the great plays, and
Sure, he does have the Shatter online. Welcome to the Shatter Dome. Catching four. But nothing. The lamp comes out just in time with the triple kill from Prey. This is a defense, ladies and gentlemen. There we go.
Oh, can we get some defense? Defense, chats in the chat. That was great play. Prey saw that, saw the fatty chatty. He was a little bit away from it. Said, no, not right now, Senpapi. You just defeated our team last time. It's not happening here. And here comes the next engagement.
And that was I just want to say, the timing on that lamp from Cheese Bum could not have been more perfect. Literally stopped all the damage and all of the death that could have come. Now, because of that, they have 3 ults online for this defense. LA King's Dave will get his ult online here, so will Jonesy, but it may not be enough. The Molten Core coming out. I think that was a little preemptive considering they're already moving around to the right here.
Yeah, they were thinking that they were going to go down the middle there, and it's not good. Ooh,
okay, Void at the grab coming out there. Nothing close. Demonax with their only finds Pyle Hensley. This is a 5v6, but not unwinnable, at least not until Jonesy found Cheese Bum, was able to take him down. Senpapi with shield up is now on point. They are going to have to get close. They're going to have to start pushing them off the point here. That's not the way to get there. McCann did find the kill, and wow, there it is.
Great plays by Senpapi right there. You know, even with the tire, Cheese Bum did the right thing there. Just like what you said earlier, his lamp that he put down earlier saved so many lives. And here is the play that came from that lamp, saving the lives. Prey seeing it right in front of him and just takes down all 3 of them. Absolutely great play to live a little bit longer. But the plays from Senpapi, I just feel like it is so huge because Senpapi, ladies and gentlemen, was the first sub that we actually had to bring in that wasn't a part of the draft. And we're seeing it right now, Streaker. He is a game changer.
Absolutely.
Great.
And you know what? Great work by both teams there. There were a couple of mistakes made. There was on the side of the Pandas. There was a coalescence that was lit up kind of prematurely, wasn't necessarily needed. And they didn't find any value on that. That would have helped a ton in that second fight where they would have been able to drop back, beam it down a little bit, had a lot more effectiveness there. I think that would have changed that fight, but still not a bad fight. Just opened up in a very difficult way. The Pandas weren't able to kind of bring it back, but we have at least one more game to go, and they can still reverse sweep here. I'm not giving up hope on my Pandas. They've proved everything I've said up to this point. They've absolutely been that team that made the correct switches at the right times, was well led, and did it properly. However, congratulations to Team Wrath for seeing that and being able to bring that heavy hitting nature that they do have. Bringing Demonax, bringing Senpapi, Jonesy, McCann, Cyril, these heavy names, LA Kings Dave, all these guys. So great work by both teams. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to cut to a quick overtime as we go into game number 3 of match number 2 of the Bronze to Plat scrimmages. I am just one of your many hosts here. I am Isaac the Streaker 1337, joined by none other than Mr. Sailor Nips. Shout it out, Sailor. Let's go.
Oh my god, that is making me like tingle inside because this Bronze to Plat, guys, if you guys don't know Bronze to Plat, if this is your first time tuning in, we've been doing this is week 9 for us, okay? Any ranges from bronze or even unranked to plat. And with Pandas, what's making me so happy about Pandas is that this is what we preach, man. Yes, you know what, Team Wrath, they do have people that have identities where they didn't really change their positions as much. But with Pandas, they changed their characters a lot, and and it's not the fact that they were okay. They were good. And it's a great spectacle to watch. And I feel like the difference between the first matchup between Team Nightmare and Team Infinity and this is that, yes, Team Wrath is up 2-0, but these are really close games. These are exhilarating games, and these are fun to announce. And I can't even imagine, just like I'm watching and announcing, but you guys watching, are you guys enjoying this? Are you guys enjoying this? And if you are, stand by. Get some nice cold beverage out of the fridge, just like Shrieker and I. And we'll be right back with a little intermission.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is game number 3 of match number 2 of the Bronze to Platinum Scrimmage Epic match. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Isaac the Streaker 1337, joined by Mr. Sailor Nips. Sailor, what you got for us, man?
I got for us during that break, we got biddies, Shriek. We got biddies from you. We got biddies from Mechanified. And that is just showing extra hype for what we're about to see in this match that I think we're both ready for. I'm licking my chops right now, and we're going to jump straight into it right when we can start, right when both captains say that they're ready. We're going to jump straight into it and get it going. But if you guys are not followers to those channels, that was linked in there. If you're not a follower to Comp the MT, if you guys got friends that are participating, don't forget to double hit those follow buttons. Be a part of the Barrios. Be a part of Intoxicated Screaming, which is the Shrieker 1337 and the Nippa Clan. Great communities that host Bronze to Plat. But we're going to get back into the nitty gritty. Pandas against Wrath. Game 3, first to 3 maps. Are you sticking with the Pandas? Are you jumping off the ship yet?
I'm not jumping anywhere. As a matter of fact, there's a hype train active, ladies and gentlemen. Get that hype in. Let's go.
Choo choo.
Oh man, got to jump on that hype train, boys and girls. Absolutely. So here we are. We're going to be jumping straight into the match here, I believe, when we're going into Eichenwald, boys and girls. Eichenwald is going to be where we will find game number 3. Now, interesting switch up here. It looks like Pyle is actually going to come out. They're going to replace with Twizzle. And Twizzle going to be lighting it up as the headman here. Let's see how they're going to be able to do that without some of that leadership from Pyle Hensley. I'll be interested to see what they can do. Both of these matches have been very close. Nothing at all has been as one-sided as our first match. The second match has been very aggressive, highly entertaining. Some great matches all the way around. I'm super happy to see this going down like that.
We're going to see some echo play here from Cheesebum. Oh, no, he's going to stay on the brig. Twizzle's going to... They're putting Lucian King as Zarya. Do you know about Lucian King? Playing tank, Trigger?
You know, I don't, but I would love to see that come out here. Yellow Kids, once again, picking up that the mantle of the Reinhardt. Lucian King now going for that Zarya. Twiz bringing back his Moira. Half-Def going onto the Reaper here, with Prey bringing out that heavy-handed fist that we saw earlier. So I'll be interested to see what they do. This will be kind of an interesting push against a very similar team from Wrath. It looks like Wrath had a plan, and they're really sticking strongly to it. So let's watch how this goes down here.
Yeah, break. 5 gifted subs by Streaker. Keep the freaking train going. Okay, back to B2P. They're pushing right here. You think Pandas is going to make this? They're pushing right down the middle, right where it hurts. But
Absolutely. Unfortunately, Prey already down now to some heavy bullet action coming in from the back by Cyril. Yellow Kid's getting very low, but does find the heals just in time coming out from Twizzle. If you notice, he's already racking it up almost as fast, or even faster than Sen Poppy at this point. Twizzle just doing great work for his team. Unfortunately, not a lot of communication here. We only have 4 members of Pandas on the front line trying to go against the 6 members there. They're gonna get staggered out. They need to back
try to
up
get
a
out.
little bit here and
Yep,
start
regroup.
communicating.
They got to back out, regroup, try to save as many people, you know, especially adding someone in and playing different roles. It's going to take them a couple minutes to adjust.
Well, and I mean, look at this. Twizzle already, just as a testament to what this man does, already holding an ult, ready to go, seeing a swap from Prey off of the fist onto the May. Cheese Bum, unfortunately, catching a huge bomb from the back end on Jonesy there. It looks like we may have to just back this up a little bit as Jonesy lighting it up, not able to find anything. Sen Poppy does lay down that shatter. And then we see the Moira ult coming out now from Wrath as well to go ahead and just mop up that second engagement. Cheese Bum now hanging out in the back. Took a very early hit there. They're going to have to be a little bit more careful with that Jonesy on the back line throwing in those bombs. You have to be aware of that kind of damage.
Yeah, what about your boy Jonesy taking down 2 there, showing off his Junkrat skills? You know, out of Jonesy, you're either expecting a Pharah or a Junkrat, and he's showing right now that he is pretty explosive. Oh, you gotta put the Junkrat bombs in there. They are stuck in there. That is not a good spot. You gotta push out, and then Poppy's just gonna take it. Here comes the grab. Oh, man.
And
oh man.
3 separate ults coming out there. Very powerful ults. Setting Pandas back yet another 30 seconds as they're going to have to regroup. But this time coming out, the only ult that is really going to be online for Team Wrath is going to be that Zenyatta ult. They have 1 support ult. Opposite side on Wrath, they are going to have a Shatter and a Death Blossom. And if Cheese Bum is wise here, he'll actually be able to get that regime out as well. Yeah, that rally.
Yeah, I like this move, but you gotta push out of here quick. They're gonna be stuck here. Cheese Bum already goes down. That's their best player. But here comes Half Death Arc, but nothing happens because guess who pops out the ball and totally saves the whole team. Mechanified, and Jonesy takes out Half Death Arc, but here comes the shotty, but the Bobby says no. Holy it's not enough. Shrieker, what is going on with your Pandas? Team Wrath has played great counterplay, and your girl Mechanified, it's like she was robotic, man. Holy cannoli.
Yeah, so many, obviously the ults were really the king of that fight. Some poorly timed ults on the side of the Pandas. They really did have a very good push. They were in a position to make it happen, weren't able to clean it up. The tire coming out now, very dangerous. Obviously, Twizzle and Half Dead down. They are going to get on point here. However, I feel like this is going to be a lost cause as they're not going to be able to find the damage that they want to find. Cheese Bum down now. Yellow Kid able to find Jones, but not enough. Dies in the blast wave behind the fact. Prey now throwing it out to zone them away from the point, but it is not enough as that is going to click to overtime. And that is going to be a full hold for the side of Wrath. Oh, man.
You know what we haven't really talked about or noticed is that Team Wrath loses LA King's Dave. LA King's Dave backs out, leaves. He had some other things going on. Demon Axe plays Zarya pretty good, but the highlight that I've seen, correct me if I'm wrong, Jonesy was just killing everybody. Just killing everybody.
Well, and Jones is one of the other individuals that I've played high-level competitive games with. Jones is a very latent character. He's very map aware. He understands what he's doing. He has absolutely zero issues dumping in the damage when it needs to. And he's watching that shield, and he's dumping all of those bombs over the shield. He's being very careful not to just dump random damage into the shield of Yellow Kids. He's arcing it. He's going over the bridge or over just, barely throwing it over the top of the shield, always making sure to connect in the back. if you take a look at that replay, what you're going to find is Cheesebum and Twizzle predominantly were eating a lot of that damage from Jones, and they were crippled because they were going into these fights 5v6 down a support, which is exactly where you never want to be. That's the kind of position you can't afford to get in, especially when the other team has so much skill to back it up. Doctor coming in for LA Kings Dave, not a big deal, but Doctor is playing it very smart, using that Moira to move around, put the heals in the right place. So hopefully I'm still playing for the Pandas here, but they're going to have a heck of a time coming back from this one. They only need just a little over a tick.
But here we go. Again, they totally changed their lineup. The Doctor does go Moira here, so kind of switching up. Demon Axe does go Monkey, and they're kind of pushing the envelope here. It's not looking good. Demon Axe takes down Yellow Kids. Demon Axe just pushing. Demon Axe does play a good Monkey, so not looking good for Pandas. Josie takes down Twizzle. Lucian King takes out Demon Axe. Here comes in Poppy, swinging his big hammer.
On the point, but not enough.
Not looking good for Pandas. And Cheesebum's going to try to hold on for his team. And Cheesebum does take down the Doctor. They're holding pretty good here.
Yellow Kid is getting the reinforce. However, it looked like he lagged a little bit there. Swung a few times, went dead on the point, got charged down. This one, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to end right there. It's Team Wrath. Oh.
Take in. I am sorry. I am so sorry, Shrieker, but you said earlier that you told me so, and you kind of did. But here we go. Demon Axe showing that he can play not just DPS, but he can play tank here. And then Jonesy just cleans it up. Cleans it up. Just great team play by Wrath. And all I can say is that with Pandas bringing out Paul Hensley, it kind of ruined the mojo. Is that just me, Shrieker?
It was a little bit difficult of a choice there. I think with the way the rules work, the way they were established is that if you have a sub, you have to use it. So I don't know necessarily that was something they want to do. Maybe it was kind of like, well, somebody has to get subbed out. So maybe Pyle just took a backseat. Let Twiz come back in, because Twiz was really pivotal. Twiz was charging his ult insanely fast. Twizzle had the coalescence before anyone was at 70%. He was already charged for the coalescence. Could have made a lot of big things happen, but with that damage coming through from Jones onto that backline, Cheesebum was usually falling very quickly. So great play by everybody involved there. Both teams pushing very hard. I want to go on and say this. Pandas showed what they do. They can make those team switches. They can find the correct answer. They can come back with that correct answer. They can really move it. So I want to tell you, I'm not disappointed by the Pandas at all. I don't feel like they lost by a big margin. I think that last game was a little bit tough, but the first two games really showed off their ability. And, Wrath, as far as I'm concerned, did exactly what they should have done. They did bring in the Doctor for LA Kings Dave, but they were still able to keep that same heat. Send Poppy staying on the front line, Demon Axe bringing the heat, and Jonesy just sitting back and just letting the bombs fly. So absolutely phenomenal work by both teams. I'm not disappointed in either one. I think both teams really played their hearts out right there. You could see the dedication. You could see the time that they had put in to really refining their skills. Great work by Team Pandas, constantly switching, constantly filling those gaps. Of course, great work by Team Wrath, showing off the skill and the focus that they have and their dedication to just getting in and winning that game. And like you said, the wild card, Mechanified, probably their lowest ranked player on that team, and Mechanified more than once clutching in with the Zenyatta ult and keeping people alive, where otherwise it would have been a very different game had that ult not been alive. So great work by everybody there.
Oh my, can we get a round of applause in the Compton EMT chat, pretty please? Because even though it's going to look deceiving when it goes on the stats, right? They say stats never lie, blah, 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 blah. Stats are going to lie in this case because these were all great rounds. These were all really great rounds. The last one, not really. It was great to see Twizzle playing good. Cheesebum was good as well. Pandas, and that's the thing that makes what we're doing here, you know, with Compton Shrieker and myself and all of you guys, what we're doing here is special, right? That's why we have the rules that you have to have a sub in, because we want everybody to play with everybody. And just to rotate like that and get used to it, yes, it kind of kills the flow. I totally agree with you guys, especially if someone's a very competitive, it kind of kills the flow. But guess what? You bring that new person in, no one is irreplaceable. Okay. No one is irreplaceable, and just great games by both teams. And this loser bracket, even with my, I'm kind of nervous for my pick here, because Pandas showed that they ain't no, you know, they ain't no joke. They ain't no lousy slouch, you know? And the bracket is ready, talking about the losers and the winners bracket. The losers bracket, we are going to have Team Nightmare led by Shorty and Team Pandas by Paul Hensley. And the winners bracket is going to be Team Infinity and Team Wrath. We'll go ahead. The next games are going to be the losers bracket. And are you sticking with your Panda Streaker? I keep on asking you if you're going to switch. Are you going to jump board? Are you going to?
No, I think they still, if they bring that same heat that they just brought up against Wrath here, or not Wrath, they're going for
Nightmare.
Thank you. If they bring the same heat against Nightmare that they just brought against Wrath, I think it'll be a very hard time for either one.
Yeah.
Shorty, like I said, one of my favorite players. I love working with him. He's a fantastic individual. He's backed up by some of my other favorite players. The Sandman, I still got it going on in my headphones. You know, Mr. Sandman, if he brings the treats here, I wish he would have brought it against Infinity, but I mean, if he's got to bring the treats and he brings it against Pandas, well, you know, I get it.
Yeah. And like I said, I'm a little scared for my Nightmare. I'm a little scared, but I'm ready to keep on seeing good matches. And I think Pandas will provide that. And that is what's in store next. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break, but get ready. It's going to be juicy.